and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to do a pick a card, two pile pick a card on looking at like three main questions in regards to our healing. I think the first question that I'm going to be asking or looking at is the overall healing that the pile is cycling through using the Whispers of Healing Oracle. And then the next question I'm going to be asking is, how does this healing that you're doing affects your relationships using the Modern Witch Tarot? And then I wanted to take a look at what number energy is supporting you as you embark on this journey, healing journey. All right, so let's jump right in. My name is Trinae. You are visiting Sunrise and Moontide's Remedy, and welcome to my channel. All right, let's jump right in with pile one. Okay, pile one. So I have what the overall healing that you're cycling through. I have boundaries, this card. And right away, I am seeing that you've been thinking about for some time how to just protect your boundaries, how to protect your emotional space, how to protect your mental space, how to protect your creativity. And right now you are being called to, I guess, or you're cycling through or fine tuning just how to put these boundaries in place and how to maintain them. There's a part of you that it seems kind of maybe worries that like that maybe you placing your boundaries will leave people in the cold, kind of wondering, like, does he or she love us? Do they still care about us? Do they not want us around anymore? But these boundaries are necessary. They're necessary for your growth. They're necessary for the clarity of your thinking. They're necessary for some reason I'm just getting creativity. Whatever you're creating, whatever you're putting out there, whatever project you're working on, like, you need healthy boundaries and you need to state them clearly, and maybe even give certain people a time, like say, hey, maybe check back with me in about a week, or this project's going to take me however long the project's going to take you. I don't know, but I'll be able to spend time with you after this project's done. For some reason, I'm just thinking about some specific project that's been working on. But overall, having healthy boundaries is important, and stating that, stating clearly and not kind of like brushing it to the side or giving hints, but stating clearly your boundaries, like, this is what I will not allow, this is what I will allow, will make a difference. And those who love you and really appreciate you, they'll respect those boundaries. And so you won't have to kind of have an uneasy distance between them because you are stating clear your boundaries. But this seems like something that's been a lifelong journey to establish healthy boundaries. And a lot of times that comes with having just so much of our boundaries, whether it's our body boundaries, our verbal boundaries, so much of that trampled on throughout just our lives. It takes effort to create those healthy boundaries. But look at this, and I'm looking at I don't know if you can see that. It's like looks like a path. But she's on this side and everything else is on that side. And they're supporting. It's like some people are watching how your boundaries are creating your way forward, and they're respecting that. And you're protected. Yeah. So having healthy boundaries is very important, especially for any type of creative life. And then the next question I thought of on this theme is, how does the healing affect your relationship? So how is you putting your boundaries in place? How is it affecting your relationships in the past? How is it affecting your relationship currently? And how it will affect your relationship in the future? So you placing heavy boundaries, it's like you are, in the recent past, it's like you just kind of went cold turkey, just cut off everything, like everything that was hindering you. You just cut it off. You said, all right, no, we're going to start fresh. I'm not going to have any more distractions, illusions, delusions, that will keep me kind of all over the place mentally and not focused. I am going to just start fresh. And it's like you're always kind of cycling back to, okay, let me just cut everything off again, cut off distractions, cut off everybody that's trying to kind of cross these boundaries, and just start fresh. But then you would kind of completely ghost everyone. Like you would just ghost them instead of explaining or clearly stating what those boundaries were. It's like, you know what? I'm out. Like, let me just cut it off and be out of here with no explanation. And that is a healthy thing to do. Like, that is super healthy sometimes. Like, you're not afraid to just cut people off, kind of love them from afar, and take that time to really listen to your own heart and listen to your own mind and what you will allow in your space. And this has also caused heartache. I mean, it's caused heartache. It's caused people to reveal their true colors, because I'm keep hearing shapeshifters, like people who would just change shape, or maybe even you would just change shape to like fit into what's going on around you, and it had you lose connection with your true identity and who you really are. And so you establishing your boundaries allows you to not only kind of gather yourself instead of having you be in so many different pieces and so many different places and kind of trying to be everything to everybody, but to come back to your center and who you are and deal with the relationship with yourself and deal with your own heart hurts, but yeah, I think in order for you to create whatever it is you're creating, whether it's writing a book, what else? What else could you guys be creating right now? Videography, needlework, just whatever your creative outlet is, you need to have healthy boundaries in order to have that blossom and grow. So the only way I think of it the only way I think that it affects the relationships that you're in is, one, by stating your boundaries clearly. Like, for example, for me, I know that there's a certain member of my family that I cannot visit because when I'm there are, no matter how many times I've stated, I expect for the conversation and the kind of language and how we speak to each other to be honorable and respectful, and no slights, no digs, because I want to receive what I give. But there would always be something comes up, or they'll start talking or gossiping about someone, or bringing up just constant negative stories or incidences and old feelings and old slights and old dramas of their lives that they haven't forgiven. And I said, you know what? Even though this person is super close to me in my family, I do not. Well, it's my mom. She's my mom. I have to be around her. But no, I don't have to be in that space because it doesn't make me feel loved. It doesn't make me feel secure. It doesn't make me feel safe. So my boundary is, I am not going to visit physically your space. I will talk to you on the phone here and there. I'll send you a text message to check in, but I will love from a distance in this case. So my boundary is, no matter how many times she says, come down, bring the kids, go. No, until I feel like I can be in that space without the constant verbal slights, nitpicking, and just the overall exhaustingly negative commentary on other people or on their own past. I can't be in that space. It's not healthy for me. It's not healthy for my thought patterns. It's not healthy for my own creativity. So that is my boundary. Now, it doesn't, garner the most it's not like she's like, yay, this is great. It's like, it's not fun. But for me, I have to put myself first in the case of my mental health, my creative space, what allows me to flow, in order to live the most healthy life that I can live. So I cannot be in that space. I cannot allow that to just kind of taint the energy of what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to accomplish. So it might leave people a little heartbroken and, a little sad, or maybe even bitter towards you, but that's not your fault. Like, that's not you're not responsible for how they feel in that case, like, because you stated your boundaries clearly. So you have to take care of you and your heart. And if that means having to cut people off, cut them off. But I would say do it as lovingly as you can. And those who truly love you, they'll respect that. And even if they don't like it, they'll have to respect it and wait for you to, let them back in or find a way to spend time with you. And then lastly, what number energy is supporting you through this? I got the number 4. And 4 has to do with the planet. It resonates with the planet of Uranus. So thinking about shocking things happening, sudden changes. And even though you have these shockingly, maybe it's a shock for some that you cut off and that you put on those boundaries, put up your, boundaries that you state clearly for them. Maybe it's a shock to them, but that is going to allow you to tap into your most authentic creative pursuits. And it's going to help you to fully be your authentic self when you're cutting those off. When I think of the number 4 also, it's going to help you to feel more stable. You think of 4. Everything that's stable and sturdy has 4 legs. Like you have 4 legs on a chair. You have 4 wheels on a car. Your door, the door to your home or to your room has 4 sides. And it's to keep you in your space, keep you safe, keep you grounded, and stable enough to get whatever you're creating done, to get the job done. So I hope this was helpful in some way. If it resonated in any way, please leave me a note in the comments down below, and a good old like there if it resonates with you. So I wish you all the best, sending you so much love, support, and steadfastness. I think I want to send you steadfastness with this number 4. Just stand your ground, be steadfast, and trust that your boundaries will be laid in pleasant places. And that's going to make what you create in yourself and maybe to share so much more richer and brighter, and something that you'll be just very proud of. So I wish you all the best. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hey, pile number 2. Okay, let's jump right in. So for your overall healing that you're cycling through from the Whispers of Healing Oracle, I have this beautiful card here saying commit to happiness. So right away, I'm seeing this beautifully colored goddess, and she's making me think of all the chakras, the energetic centers that are within us, cycling, purging, needing to be refined. And it seems as if when it comes to your foundation, I mean, this could be your finances, your family, where you're living, your culture, everything. I'm being drawn to the red here, and that makes me think of the root and what allows us to feel safe. It seems that it's been a challenge lately for you to feel safe because your foundations and what you've known have been turned upside down, so to speak, have seemed like they've been crumbling. And even with life's challenges and obstacles and I don't know, I just want to get upset right now for some reason. I feel like upset. I'm like feeling that you guys have been in just this feeling upset and unfair. Like, this isn't fair. Life isn't fair. And why did this have to happen to me? And you'll respond with everything from, it could be a many things, how we respond to grief or loss, or when we feel like life isn't fair, we can respond with overeating, over shopping, binge watching things, and just really trying to numb ourselves out and not face the reality of our situation, and then make the choices that we need to make in order for us to secure our own happiness. So with this commit to happiness, I think that it's been a challenge for you to commit to being balanced in your thoughts and in your mind and in your body, because a lot of what's gone on in your life has been, or at least some of the things have been like they've been unfair. And there are so many things that happens to us throughout life that's outside of our control. And sometimes even the ones that we do feel like we have control over, but really most of it, we wouldn't outright choose to experience whatever the hardship or challenge or trauma or whatever it is. And so it's easy, really easy, to just kind of cover ourselves with the blanket of grief and despair and not look at the bright sides that are always there. Like, even when we're at our lowest point, we can find a thought of gratitude. Like, I'm grateful that I can breathe. I'm grateful for laughter. I'm grateful that I can that my bladder works. Like, we can find something to be grateful for to kind of lift our spirits. So I think that this challenge that has been here for you to commit to happiness. And I'm not talking about like, 'cause I'm happy, like, you think of that song Happy by Pharrell. Like, I'm not talking about you have to walk around singing and belting that song. Well, I mean, if it does help, if it helps, put it on, clap along if you feel, but just that deep sense of gratitude, like that, having a deep sense of gratitude will help you to lift your spirits and kind of have less down cycles of these feelings of sadness, because only we are responsible for our happiness. No one else. No environment, no situation, nothing is responsible for our happiness. It starts from within. And it makes me think about how I just thought of my nephew, right? This is an example. I had him, I don't know, when he was young. He's a full-blown teenager now. But when he was like in, I would say, middle school, was it? I had him for a summer. And we were going to go to this event with where children were gathering. And he was like, oh my gosh, like I took him shopping to buy a little outfit or whatever. And he thought, oh yes, this is going to make me happy. When I put this on, I'm going to go in there with all the other, teens, and this outfit is going to make me happy, So he had this little black vest, he had his hat, he had some nice jeans and a shirt to go under it. And he put it on, and once he got to the event, he was like, Auntie, I thought this outfit was going to make me happy, but it really didn't. I don't know why I want to share that story with you, but that's the story that's coming to my mind. Like, I put this outfit on, I got it. I thought it was going to make me happy, but it didn't. I just feel like blah. I just feel like regular. And I'm thinking maybe that's something that some of you do. Like you think, okay, if I buy this outfit, if I get this just right, this is going to make me happy. And then you put it on and then you just still feel like blah, like meh. But it's because, not that you don't look good in your outfit. I thought my nephew looked handsome, but it's because what's really calling your attention is what fills you up inside, what makes you happy from within, which is, what am I grateful for? Like, am I grateful for, just think of the little things is what I'm thinking, what are the little things that I can be grateful for? And right, even if it's one thing every day, even that thought will change your attitude and your mindset about, what makes you happy. And how does it affect your relationship? So, you committing to happiness. I think in the past you've lost a lot of friends or situations or jobs because of just, the shadow or the gray cloud that seemed to just not lift, and it's kind of made you have to regroup and figure out, okay, that fell down, that fell apart. How can I rebuild? What do I need to do to maintain healthy relationships and the healthy relationship with myself? And then you have this Eight of Pentacles. It's like committing yourself to happiness and having gratitude will help you to be able to focus on, figuring out how to get your finances in order, how to maybe get your business together, how to go about making plans. Because when you're kind of focusing on all the things that haven't gone right, or you're letting your anger stay stuffed in and kind of knot up, like it's not leaving you free to see clearly, how to make those quality connections and friendships and have that quality work that you want to have and that you're capable of having. Like, it seems like this pal is capable of creating something or being the head of something spectacular. Like, you have what it takes to really make your mark and make a difference. But it's going back to, okay, what am I grateful? What do I still have? What skills do I have right now that I can use to make my way forward, to plan out and focus on getting to that next step? No matter how long it takes, just build it brick by brick, little by little. And setting those marks for yourself, even like, okay, today I'm going to do this one thing. Because sometimes I can get overwhelmed with, I have all these things to do. For example, for me, how am I going to gather myself? Like, it's easy to get overwhelmed. But if you say, you know what, I'm going to do one thing towards, even if it's not a goal, just one thing that is positive for myself, that makes me feel good, you know, I am going to, or makes me feel productive. Okay, today I'm gonna dust all my mirrors, or I'm gonna clean all my mirrors. I get all that done, even if it's that one thing. Tomorrow, I'm going to, I don't know, mop all the floors. You know, just have like a checklist so you're not overwhelmed with everything you have to do. Just like, I got that one thing done, that's off the list. I got that thing done, that's off the list. And it helps you to feel like you're making progress, that you're being productive, even if it's just those little things. But, and with the people around you, it's like, oh, okay, you got a new attitude. Like, your attitude is what kind of sets the tone for what you attract in your life. You know, we don't always have the best attitudes, but our attitude really about life, about our situation, is what lifts us up out of it. If we have a negative attitude, you know, if we see all the bad things and all the things that are going wrong, that's going to drag us down. And that's going to keep us in just this vibration of woe is me, I'm depressed, no one understands. But if we have an attitude like, you know what? No. I like my hair today. Or I before I even get out of bed, I'm going to as soon as I wake up, I'm going to say, you know what? Mind, let's have a good day today. We are going to have a good day. Like, when you first wake up, program your mind to the first thing, maybe listen to a song that lifts you up, or just say a thing to yourself that's positive and uplifting as soon as you wake up. Because you're capable of so much, like infinite. The possibilities are endless with you guys. Once you commit to having that happiness and joy that stems from you, that doesn't come from any outside thing, when that joy comes from within, the possibilities are endless in the sense of what you can achieve, and maybe the goals you set for yourself that you reach, or just, you know, putting your ideas, new ideas that you may have into action, or writing your ideas down. Like, writing ideas down, I think, for some of you will just even uplift your attitude. Just write down whatever ideas. You don't have to share them with anyone, but writing down your ideas in a book is what will that's one of the things that'll lift your spirits and help you to have a positive attitude, because you can look at it and say, oh my gosh, no matter how wild or silly or outlandish or whatever your ideas are, it's like, oh, these came out of me, out of my head. I literally just started writing down my ideas and they came from me, like out of nowhere. And it will help you to have that connection, and feel complete, feel whole, in the sense of, wow, like who I am, what I have to offer just in me, in just changing my thought patterns to ones of gratitude and happiness. Or even like, look at this card. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but they have different animals here. You got a fox, they have a turkey, got, looks like a beaver, deer, ram, a doe, a buck, and even horses in the background, butterflies going. I don't know, maybe think about which one of these animals stand out to you. What animal stands out to you, and look up what their qualities are. What are the qualities of this animal, and how can I use that to help me to have a good attitude and mindset towards my life, and so that I can bring in those healthy relationships and healthy, social experiences that I desire, right? Oh my gosh, like it's just amazing. Like you don't even know, just the tweak of your thoughts will brighten you up, put you on the world stage. Like people will be like, oh my gosh, like it's like you'll be glowing, you'll have this shimmer to you, because you're no longer cloaked in just those thoughts of sadness and lack or whatever else that keeps you from feeling gratitude and feeling happy. People will just look at you and be like, I don't know what it is about him or her, but they are just beautiful. I mean, they are just it. Is what I'm thinking with this world. Like, you made it. You did it. And you own it. You own it. Like, you have done it. And that your relationships will see that, because it'll be glowing from within, because of how you decided to change your attitude and change your mindset to thoughts of gratitude, because no one else can do that for us, right? Like we really have to do that hard work for ourselves of programming our mind. Like that takes time and effort, and daily. I have this app. I think it's called Gratitude or something, where I write in it daily. I kind of freaked out the other day when it glitched and I couldn't write in it, but I've been doing that for like, it says over 1,000 days. I've been daily. And sometimes if I skip a day, I'll like, oh, wait, let me check it. Because it doesn't really pop up like it normally does. But I'll check it and write. If I skip a day, I'll write, oh, what was I grateful for yesterday? And I'll write it down, and I'll try to remember those things that I was grateful for the day before. No matter what kind of day I've had, challenging or not, I find something to write down that I'm grateful for, because that keeps my energy lifted and keeps me focused on the positive and focused on my future, So this will affect, committing to happiness will affect your relationships in untold ways, an infinite possibility of ways. Like I can't even name all of them, but it will just drive you home. I don't know what that means for anyone. I'm just hearing it will just drive you home, you know? And then the number energy that supports you during this time is the number 6, which resonates to the planet of Venus, that planet of love, the number 6. And when I think of the number 6, I think of, just healthy relationships, you know, having friends that you care about, that care about you, that you are willing to, I don't know, cook for them or bake for them. I don't know. When I think of the number 6, I just think an open, warm home where I'm just giving because I love to give. I'm just cooking food or handing out drinks or just sharing with others because out of the goodness of my heart, not because I want anything in return, not because of how it's going to look to anyone, but simply out of the gratitude and happiness in my heart that I'm giving. And this 6 also, when I think of the number 6, this energy, I just think of like the abundance that comes with it, the abundance that comes with the number 6, the abundance that you have within, being able to kind of live the material life that you want to live, you know, and having that in balance, you know, not spending too much, not eating too much or drinking too much, but having all those things and enjoying the goodness of them, but in a balanced way, like just in a healthy, balanced way that brings not only beauty to your inside, but beauty on the outside, you know, because you are in a healthy, balanced space. Anything else from this number 6? I don't know why I'm thinking about makeup, but makeup's not. I mean, I guess it is a part of beauty, yeah. I'm thinking makeup resonates to the number 7 for me, but like, yeah, it's a part of making yourself up, looking beautiful. Or even like, even if some of you wear makeup, you know, like when you're putting it on, you are saying encouraging positive things. Like if I'm picturing someone like putting on eyeshadow and you're like, your eyes are beautiful. Look at how the crease in your eyelids or the flatness of your eyelids. Like look at how beautifully it takes the paint. Or, you know, I'm putting blush on my cheeks and I'm like, oh, look at those beautiful cheeks you have. Look at, and you're saying every time you're putting that makeup on your face, to every part, you're saying something positive and encouraging. Like, look at how your cheek holds that shimmer. And I don't wear a lot of makeup, but when the times that I do, I haven't even done this. Maybe I should try this. But just whatever you do, and you're putting your foundation on your concealer or whatever you're putting on your foundation, as you put it on your face, you're saying, this is my canvas, my identity. It is beautiful. It is stable. You know, like as you put on your makeup, think about the parts of your face and say encouraging and positive things to it. Like foundation on my face. My face is my identity. It is what I show the world. It is beautiful. I shine and I am me, authentically me. My eyeshadow, as you put it on, I see the world. Today I'm going to see all the beauty around me. I'm going to see the beauty in myself. I'm going to look at me, like putting it on for me. I'm going to look for the beauty in nature and my surroundings, and putting on my lips, putting my lip gloss or lipstick or whatever I put on my lips. As I put it on my lips, I'm wiping the makeup on there. Like, I'm going to taste goodness. I'm going to speak positive things. I'm going to, look for positive affirmations, or I'm going to look for people who say nice things, or I'm going to listen out for that, and I'm going to say nice things to myself. I'm going to make healthy choices with what I eat and what I put in my mouth, like different things like that. Like all the parts of your body that you add makeup on, say those encouraging things that resonate with the part of that body that you're putting that makeup on, and getting yourself beautiful for the day. But that is all that I have for you, pile number 2. I hope that this encourages you and spurs you on in some kind of way. And I'm sending all of my love and happiness to you and gratitude to you. And may you be filled with happiness today and more as the days progress. Bye.